Page 104. A ramp is inclined at 25 degrees to the ground. If the ramp is 8 feet long, what is the height that it reaches? So that's what we're looking for. Opposite, hypotenuse. And that just went wonky. So we have opposite, that is unknown. We have hypotenuse as 8 feet, and we have theta at 25 degrees. So the sine of 25 is going to be the height that we're looking for over 8. So we will multiply both sides by 8, cancel. So the height is going to be approximately 8 times the sine of 25. So about 3.38 feet. So using cosecant, I know that 1 over the sine of 25 is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. So we will be multiplying 8 times the sine of 25, and h times 1 is just h. So again, h is approximately 3.38 feet. A zip line is installed at 10 degrees decline from a platform 25 feet high. So this time we know opposite. We know that our opposite is 25 feet. How long is the zip line? So this time we're looking for hypotenuse. We know that opposite is 25 feet. And we know that theta is 10 degrees. So the sine of 10 degrees would be opposite over hypotenuse. So I'm going to multiply both sides by z. So I'm left with 25, and I need to get that sine 10 out of there. So I'll have to divide it off both sides, and there is going to be z. So the zip line is 25 divided by the sine of 10 degrees. The zip line is approximately 143.97 feet. And if you work it with cosecant, you have 1 over the sine of 10 is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. So you will get z times the sine of 10 is 25. Then we have to divide out that sine of 10. So z is still 143.97 approximately, using the cosecant function. A plane takes off at an angle of 10 degrees and climbs to an altitude of 5,000 feet. How far as it traveled, and we're going to follow that flight line this way. Diagonally, how far has it traveled? So we don't know this distance yet, but I do know the opposite is 5,000 and theta is 10 degrees. So sine of 10 equals opposite over hypotenuse. So I'll multiply the plane by both sides. And then I'll have to divide out that sine of 10. And so the plane will have traveled 5,000 divided by the sine of 10, about 28,793.85 feet. Makes sense for an airplane. And to use the cosecant function, you have sine of 10. And this time we're putting hypotenuse, which we don't know, over opposite, because this is the reciprocal of sine. So we get the plane times the sine of 10 is equal to 5,000. And again, we divide out sine of 10. So the plane is approximately 28,793.85 feet into its flight path.